Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Did you have a good weekend? We had an absolutely beautiful weekend, and now it's like 40 degrees. It's terrible. But whatever. I'm going through this thing today, it's been a few weeks now at work where it, it's a reminder of why I'm not a businessman. I have a business. I've had a business now for 11 years or 12 years. I think I registered in 2010, 2012. But I don't sell anything. I don't try to sell anything. I don't even try to sell this show. I don't even promote what we do here every dang day. It's a part of my life. But it's okay because I like the intimacy that we have. But I have this software. You guys know this, I think, that I wrote many, many years ago at a previous employer. Brought it with me to my current employer. I now own it. I now got rights to it because my current employer doesn't want to sell it anymore. It's mine, and I have clients, and they're paying me money. They're paying me significant amounts of money. It's not, it's not just hosting fee. I mean, they're paying me, and that's cool. And the current clients that I have with that software, I love. They're great, wonderful to work with. Never had a problem. Everything, they're really polite, and hey, can we get you to do this? We'll pay you extra, whatever. The flip side of that is the day job. I have my day job right now is I do so many varied. I do all kinds of stuff. Between project management and conference management. No, I'm not managing the conference, but certain aspects of it. Programming. I'm all over the place. I'm scattered. But what my PIQ, my professional, whatever, my job, one of my main jobs is to maintain this very outdated enterprise software that we host, we maintain, we created over the last 25 years. And it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. 3 years ago now, almost exactly 3 years ago, we transitioned from a very broken and insecure version of the program to a new version. It took the previous developer a couple of years to retool everything to be more secure. And so it's been 3 years. And we still have clients running on the previous version. I still have 2 clients left over there that I've been trying to move over. And they were 2 clients that had some specific difficulties. One of them, it's not even really difficult, honestly. It just needs to happen. The other one, though, the problem that we have is the previous developer. Like if you were a user of our software and you called him up and said, "Hey, we'd really like to be able to do this," he'd go, "Yeah, no problem," and he would just do it. And he would, there was no, at that point in time, there was no other person included in the decision making. It was just his thing, doing his own stuff, and we weren't charging, we weren't billing for time. We're all state employees. Our salaries are paid. What are we billing for? We basically charged for hosting, and that was about it. And so the software became this fragmented, bloated mess because everybody wanted something different out of it. And he was like, "Sure, I can make a one-shot tool that does everything," and he did. And you know what? It's honestly impressive. When you look at it, it's like, holy cow, this thing is impressive. But we have this one client remaining, and their customizations just absolutely will not work. Period. Could I make them work? Yeah, but we no longer do this free "we'll make it work" thing. We're not doing that anymore, and we're talking. I'm guessing 80 to 100 hours of my time to make it work at $115 an hour for something that they've gotten for basically free for years. We're going to say, can't do this anymore, and we've basically instructed, these people that we got to have you moved by June 1st, June 30th at the latest. It needs to be kicked over by July 1st when our new billing cycle begins. And we're having to tell them, like, we're just not going to do this. Like, unless you want to pay us the 10 grand for this thing you've gotten, for free all these years, which, to be honest, is worth it. It's worth paying us the 10 grand or whatever it turns out to be. Whatever my time ends up being, it's worth it to pay it. But the fact of the matter is, it's this really super custom thing. And so as an internet user, especially as a Google user, I'm used to being told, hey, we're not going to do that anymore. And I go, oh, man, that sucks. The thing in this particular category, though, is this is like an enterprise customer that has been using our software and relied on it to do their business for years and years and years and years. And now we're saying, hey, we're just not going to do this anymore. And if you would like for us to help you come up with a new solution, that's fine. But we don't have a solution for you unless you, want to, pay us to create that new solution or pay us to transition somehow. It's just not a thing. And man, it hurts. It really hurts. It's I get it, right? As a user, I'm like, man, that really sucks for these people. I really wish that we could help them. But as a business person or as a pretend business person, I have to recognize that it's just simply not viable for us to continue to offer these ultimately drastically fragmented solutions that are not they're not current. They're not in line with where we're headed. And it sucks. It hurts. And so it's a reminder that this is why I'm not good at business, because I don't want to tell somebody no. I don't want to be like, listen, I'm not doing that. We're not doing it. It's not going to happen. And then they have to go figure out how to fix, find a new solution or figure out a new path or whatever. It sucks, But that's what it is, It's probably confrontation. And realizing that is to just say, we're not going to do this is, I guess, maybe the ultimate confrontation when they go, what do we do? I don't know. That's on you. What are you going to do? I don't know what to tell you, but ultimately I would like to accommodate them as much as I can within reason. If they find a new platform that they can use, I can help them get all their data and stuff, but I don't know what to do. It's really tough, It's tough to be in that position of saying, we're not doing that. It makes me nervous for the future of my company and my company's little software that I've created. If the hope is here very soon, I will be retooling that whole thing. Right now, it's a hot mess. It was like my second ever PHP project, and it shows like it's a complete mess that needs to be fixed and cleaned and put in some sort of modern framework, or not necessarily a framework, but it needs to be rewritten in a way that is conducive to having other people look at it. And once that's done, I intend to try to sell it. Not the company, but I intend to try to license the product, because I think it is a very viable tool that a lot of places in my area could use. And the business part of that just scares me. For these reasons. Telling somebody no. It's tough. I don't know how to handle it. I'm working on it, though. Maybe we can talk about that some more. What'd you do this weekend? Did you do anything exciting? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. Either in the comments or, you can call that number. Nobody's called it yet. 0 calls on the voicemail. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is quell. It is a verb meaning to suppress or extinguish, to quiet one's own or another's anxieties. The orator's joy is to inflate the chest, to roll the thunder of the voice out from the ribs and throat, to make the people rage, weep, hate, desire with yourself, to lead America, to quell America with a great tongue. Walt Whitman, American poet and humanist. Quell, Q-U-E-L-L. That is a good word, and I don't think that it's necessarily obscure or makes you sound intelligent, but I think it is a word that we don't use enough.